You know that feeling where everything just feels off? Not quite sadness, not really burnout, but just this lingering meh feeling. Turns out there's a name for it: languishing. And if you've been feeling it too, you're definitely not alone. So let's talk about it: what it is, how it shows up, and most importantly, what we can do about it. Languishing is that weird space where you're not thriving, but you're not completely falling apart either. It's like you're on autopilot, just kind of existing, going through the motions, but not really feeling present. It's that foggy feeling where the days start blending together and even the simplest things feel heavier than they should. It was first coined by sociologist Corey Keyes and brought back into conversation by psychologist Adam Grant. He called it the neglected middle child of mental health, which honestly feels spot on because it's not loud or obvious. It just lingers quietly in the background. This emotional numbness that's so easy to brush off until it feels normal. I've been thinking a lot about how this shows up in my life. Like when my days feel repetitive and I catch myself moving from task to task without actually experiencing anything. Or when I avoid things I used to enjoy just because they feel pointlessly hard. Languishing isn't just a meh feeling. It's actually a big deal for your mental and physical health. Studies show that languishing can make you more susceptible to anxiety and depression. It can even weaken your immune system. So, yeah, it's not something to just brush off. So, what do we do when we feel this way? I've been trying a few things, nothing magical or life changing overnight, but little shifts that have helped me feel something. And while I'm still figuring it out, I want to share what's been working for me. First up, small wins. Like really small. I'm talking, I made my bed today, kind of small. When you're in that space of languishing, even basic tasks can feel quite heavy. So instead of overwhelming yourself with a massive to-do list, pick one tiny thing. 10 minutes of reading, one drawer cleaned, a short walk around the block. It sounds insignificant, but that feeling of completion, it starts to shift your momentum. It's like giving your brain proof that, hey, I can do this. I'm still moving. Small wins build trust within yourself. And sometimes trust is more motivating than inspiration. Next, connection. Languishing is so isolating, and the scary part is it's a quiet kind of lonely. Like you could be surrounded by people but still feel detached. That's why I've been trying to reach out intentionally, not a scroll through Instagram kind of reach out. I mean, actually call someone. It doesn't even have to be a deep, life-changing conversation. Just hearing a friend's voice, laughing about something random, or venting about our day. Those little moments of connection remind you that you're still here, that you're still part of something, and that really does matter. Then, shake up your routine. When every day starts to look the same, your mind checks out. And suddenly, you're on autopilot, barely aware of how you got from Monday to Thursday. So, I've been trying small jolts of novelty. And for me, that's trying a new recipe, listening to a playlist I've never heard before, or even just switching up where I sit at home. It doesn't have to be big or expensive. It just has to be different. Novelty triggers curiosity, and curiosity is the antidote to feeling stuck. When you do something new, your brain wakes up a little, and sometimes that's enough to pull you out of the fog, even if just for a moment. Oh, and mindfulness. I know. It sounds kind of woo-woo, but hear me out. Mindfulness doesn't have to mean a 30-minute meditation with Zen music and perfect posture. It can be as simple as sitting down with your tea and actually tasting it, or writing down what's circling in your mind so it doesn't just stay stuck there. Mindfulness is just making space to notice how you feel instead of numbing it out. And when you give yourself that space, you start to realize that your feelings aren't something to fix. There's something to understand. That awareness can be your soft place to land when everything else feels disconnected. Finally, find your flow. You know those moments where time just dissolves? For me, it's baking. I start by pouring warm water into the bowl. I add the yeast, a few drops of olive oil, then the flour. And finally, the salt. Each ingredient joins the last, simple on its own, but already promising something more. Then the dough. With a spoon, I stir slowly at first, then folding, blending, coaxing the ingredients into something new. Then I wait. I cover the bowl and step away. But even in stillness, the dough moves. It rises, breathes, expands. Time does its quiet work. When I return, it's time to stretch and fold. There's a tension at first, a resistance, but with each turn, it softens. The dough is alive, changing under my fingertips. After the last fold, I place it into a baking pan. A drizzle of olive oil glisten as it pools and spreads, sinking into the dough, making way for what's next. I leave it again, giving it time to rise, one final breath before it becomes what it's meant to be. Then comes my favorite part, dimpling. My fingers press into the dough, leaving delicate craters, tiny wells that will catch the flavors, olives, rosemary, the richness of oil. It's a small act, but there's something deeply satisfying about it. The way the dough gives way, how it holds onto every press, how it remembers every touch. And then the oven. As soon as it slides inside, the air shifts. The scent deepens, rich and golden, curling into every corner of the kitchen. But the moment I wait for most, the first cut. The knife glides in, the crust crackling under the blade, a crisp, delicate shatter. Then, the rush of steam escaping, curling into the air. This isn't just about bread. It's about presence, about how even the smallest, most ordinary acts, mixing, kneading, waiting, can become something grounding when done with intention. So, whatever it is that brings you into the moment, whether it's baking, painting, playing music, or just breathing, find it. Let yourself sink into it. Because when you're present, when you really see and feel each moment, even the simplest things become something more. they become the moments that matter. Life isn't always going to feel like sunshine and rainbows, and that's okay. Feeling low sometimes is just a part of being human, but it doesn't have to define you. So, take one small step today, just one. Try one of these tips and see how it feels. So, here's to becoming, here's to growing, and hopefully finding some joy in the process. Here's to choosing yourself, creating moments that actually matter, and living life with intention, just one day at a time.